Hi, my name is Sean with Spectrum Realty, and I want to talk today about a question I often get asked this time of year. Is winter a good time to sell my property? Well, there's a few things to take into account here, and I'll get onto that in a moment. But firstly, the right time to sell or make a move is when it aligns with your goals and with what you want to achieve in life. So that's obviously always the first box to check. Does it work for you right now? And if it happens to be in winter, well, is that a good time to sell, or are you on a bad wicket if it's a bit rainy and a bit cold and you feel like maybe your house doesn't show as well as it possibly could? Well, I've got good news for you. It's actually not a bad time to sell when we are heading into those rainy seasons in Cape Town. So the reason for that is, number one, the competition has gone away and that's hibernated. So what do I mean when I talk about competition? Well, competition are those other properties that are listed at the same time. Buyers are looking at those ones as well as yours, and they're deciding which property they would like to go and have a look at, which property they'd like to put an offer in. And often what you find is that in winter, there are far less properties on the market because people have similar ideas about when a good time to sell is. And so you have less competition, less properties that buyers are looking at. In summer, that's the opposite. In summer, there's tons of properties on the market. Buyers are looking at tons of properties. And so they've got a lot of choice. They've got a lot of decision making to do. And the process tends to take a lot longer. So winter actually is not a bad time from a competition point of view. The second thing to think about is those buyers who are actually out there in the cold, in the rain, going out and looking at properties. These are people with grit. They want to find their property. They want to make a move. If they're braving the weather to find the right home, then you can be certain that these are serious buyers and they are ready to put an offer down on the right house. So from that point of view, that's actually a very good time to be working with buyers because you know that you are dealing with people who want to make a decision. Lastly, there is the timing factor. So in a lot of cases, you have people who actually want to be in their house before the summer holidays and festive season starts, or before their kids go to school in the new year. They want to get everything sorted out. They want to have everything prepared. They want to be settled. Now, a house doesn't sell in a moment. It takes at least 2 to 3 months to transfer. When you go to market, you may be looking at a month on the market. And in fact, when people move in, they still want to maybe do a little bit of renovation. So they leave themselves a little gap for that, which means that by the time you hit that summer season, that end of November, beginning of December time, if you want to move into your house then, you're probably looking at putting in an offer in July or August, which is in the middle of winter. So winter, in fact, it turns out is not a bad time to sell. But as I said before, it very much depends on whether this suits where you are in your buying journey, whether it suits where you are in terms of your goals that you are looking to achieve in life and in property. And if those things align and it happens to be winter, then you really don't need to worry about it. You can go to market. You can be very comfortable with the fact that as long as you're working with a good agent and have a good marketing plan, you'll have success out there.